This is an addendum to Parshas Chukas. I came across this at the very last minute from Rabbi Fran, who always has something worthwhile to share with us, and I thought it would be very, very nice to share it with you. Parshas Chukas starts off with the laws of Tumas Mace. If a person comes in contact with a dead body, even in the same house as a dead body, he's given the status of an Avatuma, Tome Mace. The only way he can become Tahar is to have the mime of the Paraduma sprinkled on him 2 times, day 3 and day 7 of the 7-day Tahara procedure. The pasuk says, "V'zorak es atar ala tame," that the pure one should sprinkle onto the impure one, and then he goes into the mikveh. The Talmud Yerushalmi brings an interesting drush. Rav Shua ben Kafsai says, "My whole life I read this pasuk, the pure one will sprinkle on the impure one. I assumed that a single Tahar individual needed to sprinkle the Paraduma water on a single Tamedika person." He then says, this was the case until I learned otherwise from the Atzracha Shel Yavne. I'll say it again, Atzracha Shel Yavne, the storehouse, the Otzar of Yavne. That a single individual who's Tahar can even sprinkle on many Tameh individuals. We paskin that lahalacha. The question is, what does he mean to say that when he said, I learned this from the Oshos of Yavne? What is the Gemara trying to tell us about the Oshos of Yavne? Rav Meir Shapiro, the Belina Rav Zatzal, obviously we well know as the founder of the Daf Yomi, was a powerful Baldarshan. He gave a drasha on this pasuk in the Yerushalmi. What happened at Yavne? Why is Yavne so vital to us? At the time of the Churban Bayis Sheni, Rav Yochanan ben Zakkai met Vespasian, the emperor, the general, later became emperor. He gave him 3 wishes. He granted him. One of the 3 things he said was to spare Yavne and her Chachamim and her Zikanim. Yavne was a city far away from Yerushalayim. It had a yeshiva. Rav Yochanan pleaded that this yeshiva be spared from the destruction which was overcoming the Beis Hamikdash and the population in Yerushalayim. So you have a few Talmidei Chachamim left over. The Gemara in Gittin, the famous Gemara of Tisha B'Av, says that Rav Yochanan ben Zakkai made a mistake. He should have asked to spare the Beis Hamikdash. The Gemara says he wouldn't have gotten it. What he got, he was able to get. Rav Meir Shapiro suggests that the Yerushalmi, when it's talking about the Osos of Yavne, was referring to the lesson learned from the yeshiva of Rav Yochanan ben Zakkai. The Torah that we learned today, and the fact that there are still people learning Torah today, is a result of those few Talmidei Chachamim left in Yavne after the Churban Bayis, who literally saved the world of Torah. Had they been wiped out, Chas v'Shalom, Torah would have been forgotten. So what do we see from the Oshros of Yavne? Rav Yoshua ben Kafsai is saying, I see from Yavne the power of one individual. One person, even certainly more so, a few people can make a difference, can save the world. I thought that we needed one Tahar person to sprinkle on one Tameh person. From Yavne I see that one Tahar person can affect hundreds of people. We have seen this in our own lifetime. We have seen this, that it has revolutionized the world. And Rav Meir Shapiro himself, it is mind-boggling, Rav Franz says, for us to think of the schus, Rav Meir Shapiro, for coming up with the idea of Daf Yomi. Thousands upon thousands of people worldwide are learning Daf Yomi. Rav Meir Shapiro did not live 2,000 years ago, even 200 years ago. He lived in the 20th century. He came up with an idea that revolutionized the world. There are people like that. There are others as well. Ron Kotler, the Vilna Gaon, the Ramban, the Rambam, people that revolutionized the Torah world. Even people like us can make a difference. One person can make a difference. Shkayach.